Good evening for everyone, those that just joined us. I'm Tam from Utah Division of Program Promotions, DPP. And today, it's great to have you all here with the webinars. And we have the topic of a principle of accounting with the SPM accelerations programs. So this is actually to guide you to prepare your SPMs in the subject of accounting. And this will be a 2 hours webinar. And the last 15 minutes will be the Q&A sessions. So if you happen to have any questions to ask, you can just drop it at the Q&A box later on. Once we finish the presentations, we're going to go to the Q&A sessions. And now let me have an introduce for our today VIP. Okay, it's Miss Haslina. So Ms. Haslina is our lecturer from the Utah Center for Foundation Study at Pengenalan campus. She is now served at the Department of Management and Accountancy. So you can see that this is her background. She completed the Bachelor of Accountancy at the University Technology Mara and the Master of Accountancy at the same university. So she is quite experienced in the education industry and quite experienced in quite expert in the accounting area. So later on, she will give us a lot of the interesting presentations. So you can just stay focused with her. And if you have any, just as mentioned just now, if you have any questions, you can just put it at the Q&A box. Yeah, for your information, you just don't put the question at the chat box. You just make it at the Q&A. Later on, we're going to ask. But so because of the limitations of the webinar hours, right? So we may not able to answer all the questions. So only selected questions will be answered on air. And now we are probably invite. Now, no further ado, Miss Haslina. So your show.
Okay, hi. Salam sejahtera semua. Okay. Is it good?
Yes.
Can you? Okay. So let me start sharing my slide first. Is it?
Yes.
Okay. So, okay. Okay. Salam sejahtera and good evening to everyone. Okay. So, by the way, my name is Puan Hasina Fauzi. So you may address me as teacher or Puan Hasina, Miss Hasina. It is up to you, whichever convenience for you. Okay. Of course, I would like to wish thanks to all of you. You're willing to participate and sign up for this program. Okay. Okay, so actually today will be my slot. Okay, we have I've been given about 2 hours. Okay, so I'll be covering prinsip perakaunan. Okay, so it just like I want to highlight few things here. Okay, basically what I'm going to cover later on. Okay, I'm only actually my goals for tonight's for the 2 hours webinar is just like I'm here just to enhance or enlighten your basic in prinsip perakaunan. Okay, I'm not going to touch in details on how to answer in your SPM, but it just like enhance your basic. Okay, because we believe that you need to know the basic first, and you need to understand the basic. Therefore you will apply those basic later in the future. Actually the medium for today will be in bilanguage. Of course my notes will be in bahasa, but since we used to explain in English, so there are times I will definitely explain in English, but I'll try to do my best to explain in bahasa as well. Okay, it just I want to highlight again. Okay, if you have any questions, okay, you can ask in question and answer box. Okay, I have another colleague will assist in answering the question. Then of course sometimes it comes to class. Now one thing we actually having online, okay, so I don't feel like I want to talk alone, and I don't feel like I want to talk to computers. So there are times I need response from y'all. So whenever I need response, you can just post your answer or response in our chat box. At least I know lah there are people around me. Okay, then okay. Okay, how am I going to conduct this class? Okay, we've been given about 2 hours. Okay, and until 10 o'clock. Then after that, we're going to have a Q&A sessions. Okay. So what I plan to do, okay, maybe we try to meaning our teaching maybe about half an hour, then we'll take a break about 5 minutes, then we continue again. Okay, we see how lah. Okay, this is actually what I plan to do. 30 minutes, then we take a break about 5 minutes, then we continue again. Okay. Okay, I need to open the chat box first. At least I can see some response from y'all. Okay, so okay. Okay, so what I'm going to cover for today. Okay, so of course we're going to start with pengenalan lah. Of course, any topics or anything that you learn, okay, of course you start with introduction, just short introduction about counting. Okay, then after that, we're going to proceed to prinsip dan andaian perakaunan. Okay. After we finish prinsip and andaian perakaunan, we're going to have a short latihan lah, okay, about 2 latihan that I provide here. Then after that, we're going to proceed on the bab kedua, which is account klasifikasi dan juga persamaan perakaunan. And also I provide 2 latihan, just simple latihan lah, okay. And we see how. Okay, if we have time, we can proceed. I have prepared 2 past years as well, which is to cover the persamaan perakaunan. Okay, so I believe that you know better. Okay. Before that, just another thing I want to highlight. Okay, when you learn accounting, I believe there is a lots of reporting. Okay, reports and format. Okay, so any format. Okay, reporting format or how to answer. Okay, format of answering. Okay, please refer to your teachers. Okay, because I'm scared that because I'm not good in SPM syllabus, because your teachers knows better. So what I'm going to share is just like some basics, meaning I'm sharing more on knowledge instead of the format. So any format, okay, if there is maybe contradicts, okay, maybe different from what actually you are practicing, okay, you may refer back to your teachers. But in terms of content, okay, no worries, I think it should be similar. Okay. So without delay the thing, shall we proceed? Okay, with pengenalan first. Okay. So what is time now? Okay, 8:11. So we see how. Okay, so okay, apa itu perakaunan? Okay, what is accounting? Why you have to learn accounting? So I know not many of you will like theory part, am I right? So most of us we will skip theory part, but actually theory part it is important because it give you, otherwise you like you die you have to memorize everything. But if you understand, actually it will helps you. Okay, meaning that you will memorize, you will understand the thing even though you already finish your SPM. Okay, but now, okay, when you study, you shouldn't be memorizing things first. You must understand first. And usually I did mention to my student as well. Okay, you do not skip theory. You the what is that, the flow of studies, you need to learn theory, then we apply. It's supposed to be that way. Okay, so apa itu perakaunan? Okay, now, okay, so when we learn accounting, okay, why you have to learn accounting? Okay, so basically accounting, okay, um, um, proses yang melibatkan penyediaan maklumat lah. Okay, so bila you belajar, okay, whenever there is transaction, okay, bila you ada urus niaga perniagaan, jual beli, when company buy things, okay, when company sell, ada jualan belian barang niaga, so we call as business transaction, urus niaga perniagaan. So all these transaction will be recorded. Okay, so recorded lah. Kita akan record dalam buku catatan pertama ke buku, it depends, we have the flow, right? Kita ada kitaran perakaunan, so you have to follow the flow. So all this urusan perniagaan akan direkodkan di dalam buku yang berkaitan. Okay, so but why we have to record all those things? Okay, this is because of, okay, at the end of the period, mungkin pada hujung tahun, pada di akhir tempoh perakaunan, okay, we call end of the year lah. Okay, kita perlu menyediakan report. Okay, kenapa kita perlu menyediakan report? So report here meaning that what we have covered, what you have studied in your SPM will be the penyata kedudukan and also account untung rugi lah, that we call report lah. Okay, so selepas you record, then you report. Okay, why you have to prepare the report? The report, it is actually meant, okay, to assess, to let others to get to know what actually your kedudukan kewangan, whether your company it is actually doing well or not. Okay, so if you don't prepare the maklumat, if you don't prepare the report, okay, of course you won't know how actually your company is doing. My company okay ataupun tak, you have no idea. So that's why, okay, whether you going to be accountants, or even like you going to you just run a small shop like a burger stall, or even kedai runcit, kedudukan kewangan of your company, because it may helps, okay, it may helps, okay, you to make decision lah. Okay, untuk membuat keputusan. So it depends. Okay, so if you prepared your report, okay, properly, appropriately, so let's say you need to fund, you need to have, let's say like you need money. Okay, so you go to the bank. So if you have documented everything, you prepared your document, your report appropriately, so bank usually they will give to you, they might approve your loan. Okay, so all this actually important because it may assist you in making decision or in making judgment lah. Okay, so that's why, okay, fungsi perakaunan here, of course, kenapa kita perlu what is that, menyediakan all this report. Okay, first of all, ia dapat mengukur prestasi kewangan. Dia dapat menerangkan kita, okay, bagaimana kedudukan kewangan sesuatu company. Okay, bagaimana dia punya profit, bagaimana dia punya mungkin asset dia, liability and all lah. Okay, so secondly, okay, dengan penyediaan report, okay, ia dapat membantu kita untuk membuat perbandingan. Okay, let's say for example, okay, bila you buat yearly, you record properly every year, you have this report. Actually, it helps you untuk menilai sama ada are you doing better, or are you just stagnant, or are you doing worse. Okay, so you can see whether my liability, my hutang actually increasing, or my asset actually increasing, or my profit actually increasing. Your untung is increasing or decreasing. Okay, so tahun ini dengan tahun selepasnya lah. Okay, so that's why it is important for you to record appropriately. Okay, report, because it may helps you to assess or to analyze how your business is doing. Okay, then the third one, fungsi perakaunan. Okay, kita ada membuat perbandingan dengan perniagaan lain lah. Sometimes when you run business, of course, for you to move further. Okay, you cannot like shock sendiri. I run business, I do not know what actually happening, what is happen. As long as I earn profit, that okay lah. Okay, but for you to make it like you are moving forward, okay, of course you have to compare with other company, whether are you actually on track or not. Okay, otherwise you akan ketinggalan lah if you don't make this comparison. Okay, sometimes we have to membuat perbandingan untuk memastikan kita keep moving lah. Okay, otherwise you don't know what actually whether you're doing good or you're doing bad. You just like you shock sendiri lah. Okay, so that's why accounting, it is not only meant for business, even for ourselves. Maybe one day you want to start a small shop, it may helps. Okay, so don't hate accounting too much lah. Okay, so so we have catatan perakaunan. I just touch a little bit on this. Okay, so we start with document sumber. Okay, so any transaksi that related to business lah, urus niaga berkaitan dengan perniagaan, segalanya akan di what is that you call, akan disertakan bersama dokumen sumber, source document then you going to record accordingly lah, follow the flow. Okay, until okay the final report lah, which is penyata kewangan which we have the account untung rugi and also kedudukan kewangan lah, okay, which account untung rugi will tell us about your company profit, your company untung rugi. Okay, what is that, the kedudukan kewangan will tells everybody lah, will tells everyone about what is the balance of, okay, berapa your balance of asset, okay, your liability, your hutang, and also the equity. Okay, so let's move on to the main one. Okay, so we have the bab pertama, which is we call as we have andaian and prinsip. So if you proceed to foundation later on, okay, you still going to cover this one, okay, but here we call as what is that, principle and assumption. Okay, we have principles and assumption. Okay. Okay, so based on your syllabus, okay, I referring to last year books. Okay, I hope it is still compatible to you now. Okay, so andaian perakaunan or assumption, we have 5. Okay, followed by prinsip perakaunan, we have 2. Okay, so I'm going to touch all these 7. Okay, so we start with the first one. Okay. Okay, okay, so kita mulakan dengan andaian pertama, iaitu entiti berasingan. Okay, if you read foundation books, okay, they call as separate what is that, accounting concept lah, this one. Okay, so apa itu entiti berasingan? Okay, entiti berasingan menyatakan di sini perniagaan dan pemilik adalah 2 entiti berasingan. Okay, you as a owner and your business, both of you are 2 different person. Okay, so disebabkan konsep ini, disebabkan you dan pemilik dan juga perniagaan adalah orang yang berbeza. Okay, disebabkan ini, so transaksi yang akan direkodkan hanya transaksi yang berkaitan dengan urusan perniagaan. Okay, so be clear here. Okay, disebabkan konsep ini, okay, owner or pemilik dan your business dan perniagaan, okay, you cannot mix up, okay, personal transaction dengan business transaction. Okay, so we look at contoh, 2 contoh yang diberikan. Okay. Okay, contoh yang diberikan here, we have 2. Okay, so the first one, kita ada Puan Sally membeli komputer untuk anaknya. Okay, menggunakan account bank. Okay. Second contoh, Puan Sally membeli komputer untuk pejabatnya. Okay, menggunakan account bank. So, rather than I keep talking to myself, can I have some response here? Contoh pertama atau contoh kedua, which one actually we are referring to urusan perniagaan? Mana satu daripada contoh pertama dan contoh kedua merupakan urusan perniagaan? Can I see some response? Okay, dua. Okay, oh good. Oh, contoh kedua. Okay, at least I can see that you are with me lah. Okay, okay, thank you. Okay, so now, okay, so contoh kedua. Okay, so we back to this concept Okay, Puan Sally beli komputer once you when you buy. Okay, and then it is meant for your, okay, sorry for the first one, when Puan Sally beli komputer untuk anaknya, this one we call as urusan peribadi lah, urus niaga peribadi. Okay, urusan perniagaan fall under contoh kedua. Okay, so um, contoh kedua akan direkod sebagai belian komputer untuk pejabat lah, which is you akan record dalam komputer and you akan add, you akan tambah dalam account komputer, then you akan minus dalam account bank lah, debit and credit lah. Okay. However, how about Puan Sally beli komputer untuk anaknya? Should we record that or no need to record? Can I see some response? Or since Puan Sally beli komputer, since this is actually personal, personal expenses, should we record? Okay, we still have to record. We still have to record, even though it is actually personal transaction lah. Okay, personal transaction. As long as you use company money, you still have to record. But we don't record as aset yang dibeli oleh company, tapi kita akan record dalam account ambilan. So that's why when later on, I think you already study this lah, okay? That's why kita ada account ambilan. Okay, that's why account ambilan diwujudkan, okay, untuk merekod segala belanja peribadi oleh pemilik. So anything that owner use company money untuk personal transaction, segala-galanya, doesn't matter lah, they may take computer lah, they may take perabot lah, they may take cash, it doesn't matter, as long as owner, pemilik menggunakan duit atau menggunakan aset company untuk peribadi, okay, kita akan record dalam ambilan. So that's why we have the ambilan lah. Okay, so basically apa pentingnya, okay, apa kepentingan this, what is that? Okay. Then apa, mengapa andaian ini penting kepada perniagaan? Okay, you see if we don't oblige, if we don't follow this entity berasingan konsep, can you imagine, let's say I run a grocery store lah, kedai runcit, small kedai runcit. Okay, since I'm owner, tak apalah, I cakap esok morning I tell to my daughter, you pergi ambil, nanti abang I datang, esok pun you pergi ambil je, you tak payah bayar. Then my mother datang, you pergi ambil. So what happened to my business? Okay, at the end, it become really family business, meaning that I have to cater for my family spending. So I do not know at the end of the month, at the end of the year, whether my company, it is actually making profit or I cannot count because of the transaction or the mix up with personal and also business. So that's why, okay, when you run business, you have to separate this. Even though you are the owner, if happen that, okay, you can charge or you can allocate your salary. That one is actually fine. You make it formal way of allowance or salary. So at least you can use your company money. Okay, but make it formal way. Okay, okay, then we proceed to the next concept. Okay, so secondly, we have andaian or assumption, which is tempoh perakaunan. Okay. Okay, perniagaan perlu dibahagikan kepada tempoh hayat yang sama. Okay, so when you start business, okay, like you yourself, you have the born date. Am I right? So with that born date, you have your birthday. So from that, you know, oh, this year I dah 1 tahun, I dah 2 tahun, 3 tahun, 4 tahun, and all lah. Okay, so similar to the company. Okay, company also, they need to have years, or how many years already I'm alive. Okay, so that's why when you start business, you need to decide, okay, what will be the tempoh perakaunan that I would like to use. Okay, that one you decided, that tempoh perakaunan, you must keep using the tempoh perakaunan. You cannot change because tempoh perakaunan haruslah tetap. Okay, but most of the time, okay, we look at this ABC enterprise. Okay, we might have starting from January up to December. Okay, so it will be every year, same thing. Okay, or maybe you said, I'm not going to start my business in January. Okay lah, I check feng shui. I said okay lah, April. Okay, is the good month for me to start. Okay, so never mind, you start on 1st March and all lah. Okay, but basically tempoh perakaunan, it can be 12 months. I think the example I give, I think only 12 months, but it can be 12 months, it can be 6 months, it can be quarter. Okay, it is possible. But most of the company, we will use 12 months, most. But they do have lah, but it depending on the nature of the business. But most of the company, usually they use 12 months because easier. Okay, easier. Okay. Okay, then. Okay, then the third one, okay, kita ada andaian. Okay, the third andaian is usaha berterusan. Okay, usaha berterusan. Okay, usaha berterusan menyatakan, okay, perniagaan diandaikan mempunyai hayat yang berterusan, terus beroperasi sehingga jangka masa yang tidak terbatas. Okay, maksudnya, okay, when you run business, when you start business, I don't think it meant for short term. Okay lah, I nak open business untuk 3 months sajalah, untuk 1 year sajalah. I don't think you going to have you have that kind of intention. Whenever we started, we hoping that business will grow, will grow and survive until no ends. This is actually our assumption. Okay, even though you just run a small store, like you just jual air soya, but you're hoping that your business will running forever. After this one expand to this generation, next generation and all. Okay, disebabkan this andaian, andaian usaha berterusan. Okay, whenever you nak record your asset, okay, and everything, okay, ia perlu direkod pada harga kos or harga belian, meaning that harga yang you beli masa asalnya, masa mula-mula. Okay, kerana perniagaan diandaikan beroperasi untuk selama-lamanya. Okay, kita akan record pada harga kos, okay, because of this assumption, this andaian. Harga semasa applicable, or when we going to use harga semasa, when you want to sell your business, then only, okay, harga semasa will be used. Okay, so look at this contoh. Okay, pemilik syarikat, okay, akan berubah. Let's say from your generation, you pass to your anak and all. Okay, as long as the business is going on, as long as the business is surviving, is running, making money and all. Okay, oleh itu aset, okay, segala aset yang dimiliki oleh your perniagaan akan direkodkan pada harga kos. Kenapa? Kerana andaian perniagaan akan masih terus beroperasi. Okay, when we will record at harga semasa, bila kita nak jual lah your business. As long as your business is running as usual, you should record at harga kos, harga belian. Okay, so let's move to, okay, this one I think I did cover just now. Okay, so, okay, andaian number 4, okay, kita ada wang sebagai ukuran. Okay, what is wang sebagai ukuran? Okay, konsep ini menyatakan setiap urus niaga mesti direkodkan dalam bentuk wang. Okay, bila it comes to accounting, okay, wang menjadi alat perantaraan pertukaran. Okay, so of course in Malaysia we are using ringgit Malaysia lah. Okay, now, meaning that this one, okay, which transaction akan we call as which transaction will be classified as accounting data. Maksudnya we might have many transaction, but maybe some transaction dalam perniagaan bukan bukan berdasarkan wang. Okay, contoh dia, this one lah, later we discuss this one. Okay, I straight with contoh, then later I give another contoh. Okay, we look at this. Okay. Okay, contoh pertama. Okay, XY Enterprise mengupah seorang eksekutif untuk mengurus perniagaan. Okay, dengan gaji 8,000 lah. Okay, dan contoh kedua, membayar gaji. Okay, wang sebagai ukuran, now they said, okay, setiap urus nagi yang direkodkan haruslah how to say haruslah, meaning that the transaction can be measured with wang. Okay, there is transaction but there is a money transacted involved. Then we record, then we call as accounting data. If not, then we don't record this. Okay, so I just want to ask you all, okay, we look at contoh pertama dan contoh kedua. Okay, contoh pertama, do we need to record this or no need? Kita perlu record ataupun tidak untuk contoh pertama? Mengupah seorang eksekutif. Do we need to record? Contoh pertama, do we need to record this? No need. No. Sure no. Why no need? Why we don't need to record? Why we don't need to record? Not yet paid. Yes. Okay. See, when it comes to accounting data, or else you can say, contoh pertama we don't call as accounting data. Okay. We don't call as accounting data. Why I say it's not accounting data yet? Because you baru upah, you baru hire orang. You don't make any payment yet. But at the end of the month, when you bayar gaji, therefore you record. As long as no money transacted, tiada urus niaga melibatkan wang, we don't record this. Okay, so for the contoh kedua, XY enterprise membayar gaji. This is actually membayar lah payment. Therefore, we have to record this. Okay, so similar concept tu, let's say lah, my company need computers. Okay, let's say lah, I start up with new branch. Okay lah, my companies need a computers few lah. Okay, so I ask for quotation to survey which suppliers that can give me the best deal. Okay, when I survey, okay, we don't call as accounting data yet because no payment, you don't pay, not yet pay. Okay, but when I really buy, okay, then only I record. Then we can call as accounting data. So that's why here, okay, I did come up another point here, walau bagaimanapun konsep ini tidak dapat mengukur seperti tahap prestasi pekerja dan kejujuran pekerja. This is what we call as non-accounting data lah. So we don't record this lah. Okay, so let's move on to next one. Okay, after this, then we take a break. Now 8:35. Okay. Okay, so the fifth one kita ada. Okay, the fifth one kita ada. We finish ready our andaian. Okay, so we continue with the first prinsip. Okay, prinsip. Here they call as prinsip ketekalan atau dikenali sebagai prinsip consistency. Even in English we call as consistency. Okay, ketekalan or consistency. Okay, so okay. Okay, I need to shift the chat box away because it's cover up my. Okay, so kaedah ini, okay, menyatakan, okay, kaedah perakaunan yang sama harus digunakan untuk perekodan dalam penyediaan laporan kewangan bagi setiap tempoh perakaunan. Okay, maksudnya bila when you decided to use any approach or any method, so easier, I use example as your tempoh perakaunan lah. When you start, okay lah, I check already, I want to start in 1st January and that in 31st December, 12 months. So once you decided on tempoh perakaunan or whatever principle, you have to consistently use until forever lah. Okay, but there are things that it is possible to change, but you cannot simply change lah. But there are some companies, they make changes on the accounting, and on the tempoh perakaunan. They are okay, but due to some reason, maybe they're joint venture or whatsoever lah. So you will have all this kind of thing. Okay, but you cannot simply suka-suka hati. Okay lah, this year I want to have January until December, but this year not so on lah. So I want to change to the other accounting period. So you cannot do that. Okay, accounting, they are strictly follow this. Otherwise, your account, your report, auditor, they won't approve lah. Okay, okay. So kenapa kita perlu what is that they call? Kenapa kita perlu menetapkan, kenapa you perlu mengekalkan, okay, any principle, any method that you have used, why we have to do that. Okay, so this one they said kepentingan konsep ini, okay, supaya dapat mengelakkan penyelewangan dan memberi gambaran tepat tentang aktiviti perniagaan. Can you imagine? Okay, this year you start with January until December. Next year, I think I want to start with July until December lah. Instead of 12 months, I change to at least I'm too free lah. I'm rajin lah untuk buat report. So I make it daripada 12 months lama sangat lah. I change to 6 months. Okay, if you're doing that, when you want to compare whether your company is actually doing good or not, it is no longer become comparable because of first year you start with 12 months. Of course, your 12 months will be 12 month profit lah, 12 month untung, 12 month transaction. And then for the second year, you come out with the 6 month. So now it's no longer comparable. So you do not memberikan gambaran yang tepat lah actually. Okay, of course lah. Mungkin 12 month punya profit lagi tinggi. But 6 month punya profit maybe lesser. It depends. Okay. Then that's why dia kata you have to consistently keep the method or approach that you have used started from the beginning until forever lah. Okay, perbandingan prestasi perniagaan dapat dibandingkan dengan tempoh perekonomian yang lain as what I mentioned to you just now lah. Otherwise, it won't be comparable. Okay, so here just now I'm using contoh tempoh perakaunan. Okay, so this contoh dia bagi XY Enterprise menetapkan kadar susut nilai pada sebuah mesinnya sebanyak 10%. So since you decided, okay lah, saya hendak guna susut nilai, we have few method, am I right? Sama ada, what is that, straight line method, baki berterusan or baki berkurangan, whatever method that you have decided. So you have to keep lah. Kalau you kata you use baki berkurangan, you have to keep consistent using that baki berkurangan lah. If you decided 10%, therefore it must be 10% unless the percentage based on professional judgment. Therefore you must change lah. Sometimes now you said 10%, but be after 10 years, the 10% is no longer relevant to the market. Therefore, you have to change. That's why we said there are some concept, there are some principle can be amended. Okay, but it must be based on professional judgment. You tak boleh suka-suka hati tukar. That's one thing about accounting lah. There are more to fact. Okay. Okay, so 840. I think actually I still can continue, but I'm not sure whether can you adapt or not. Okay, since I did mention, so maybe some of you already get ready with the drinks or whatever. I take a break a while lah. Actually, I'm still can continue, but I'm not sure how about the others. But usually my student, they will ask 30 minutes, 40 minutes. They for sure they will ask for a break. So I take a break about 5 minutes. At least you want to go to toilet or whatsoever, so you can proceed. Okay, so I time up now 8:41. So we're going to continue 8:46. Okay. So if you wish to go to toilet or whatsoever or drink, please do so. If you want to continue chatting or whatsoever, you can ask. So maybe I can answer here. Okay. Okay, we take a break a while. So 8:46 I'm going to start again. Okay, now cikgu ada suara balik. Can hear me or not? Just now we take a break for 5 minutes. Okay. Okay, can so for the notes later I will liaise with this one because of course when you registered you have those email, right? So I think they can send out lah. Okay, so we proceed now. We have I think two more. Then we start with little short exercise, just simple exercise. Okay, just refresh only. Okay, so we proceed to next concept. Okay. Okay, so the sixth one, they call as prinsip cost. I think last time, I think last time they used term as cost sejarah. Same lah. In when you study foundation, they call as historical cost. Okay, prinsip cost, historical cost, cost sejarah lah. Okay, so apa prinsip kos ini? Dia kata aset haruslah direkodkan pada harga kos atau pada harga belian walaupun harga pasarannya telah berubah. Basically, prinsip kos dengan andaian going concern they are connected. They are macam adik-beradik. Okay, they are connected. Okay, disebabkan andaian your business your business akan hidup lah, akan beroperasi seperti biasa, you record pada harga cost. Okay, so bila you decide not when the principal said that you need to record at cost, okay, walaupun your asset, okay, the market value of your asset keep changing, okay, or increasing, okay, you still have to record or you still have follow pada harga belian. Okay, so you look at this example, XY Enterprise membeli sebuah pejabat, office lah office pejabat pada harga 100,000 in 2016. Okay, so after some times, nilai value that office meningkat kepada 150,000 pada tahun 2019, just after few years. Okay, the market value has increased to 150. So walaupun nilai pasaran telah meningkat, okay, you see like, I should record this one so at least my asset, okay, my kedudukan kewangan will look better. Right, if you record at 150,000, okay, your asset balance will look better lah. Okay, your kedudukan kewangan will look better. Okay, but even it is might benefit, even though the market value is actually increasing, you cannot record pada harga pasaran. Okay, unless you want to sell lah. Okay, but in accounting, of course the principal said that you cannot record at harga pasaran. Okay, but after sometimes if the value is no longer is too big gap, okay, in accounting you are allowed to make revaluation of asset, which is we don't cover now lah. Okay, whenever you learn later in accounting degree lah, it should be okay, you will learn asset revaluation, okay, to make sure that the asset it is actually at par to market value to make it relevant. Otherwise, you see if after some time the asset increase to 200, 300,000, but you still record at 100,000. So sometimes the amount is not so relevant. Okay, but you may amend. Okay, but there has actually the proper way we call as market evaluation. Okay, but for now, okay, you don't bother about that. Now because of concept, prinsip, cost, even though the market value harga pasar meningkat, we are still record at harga cost. Okay, harga belian. Okay. Okay, then, okay, this should be the last one. It fall under prinsip. Okay, so, okay, pengiktirafan hasil dan belanja, if I'm not mistaken, last time, if I'm not wrong, this one last time similar to accrual concept. Concept teraccrue. Concept teraccrue. Some books they call as recognition of revenue and expenses. Okay, so what is pengiktirafan hasil dan belanja? Okay, apa itu konsep terakru lah, prinsip terakru. Okay. Now, okay, dia kata hasil dan belanja yang direkodkan pada sesuatu tempoh perniagaan adalah berdasarkan bila ianya diperolehi dan bila ianya berlaku. Okey, kita tidak rekod, ia tidak direkod berdasarkan bayaran atau penerimaan tunai. Okey, so this concept actually they highlighted more on belanja dan hasil. Okay, the argument here when you should record. Bila you patut record your hasil or your belanja. Are you record based on when you make payment or when you receive money, or are you record when it is happen? Okay, which and which? Okay, we look at straight on the example lah. Then later I'll explain further. Okay. So, okay, tempoh perakaunan untuk perniagaan lavender berakhir pada 31 Disember 2019. Okay, bil elektrik untuk bulan Disember masih belum dijelaskan, berjumlah 800. Okay, Disember bil lah. Okay, so bil itu, maka okay, bil itu perlu direkodkan sebagai belanja perniagaan dalam tempoh perakaunan, okay, which is 1st January up to 31 December, walaupun ia masih dijelaskan. Okay, mengikut konsep atau prinsip pengiktirafan hasil dan belanja, okay, dia menyatakan belanja ataupun hasil harus direkodkan bila ianya berlaku. Okay, kita tengok balik contoh dia. Okay, if you look at back example given here, okay, bill electric, the electric bill, it is meant for December. Okay, walaupun you will make payment next year ataupun tahun depan, that doesn't matter lah, next 2 months or whatever, but as long as it is meant for that month, therefore you have to record that month expenses or revenue or belanja or hasil lah. Okay, similar to, okay, let's say you might you mungkin jualan lah, okay, hasil jualan. You hasil jualan sometimes it is normal lah. Okay, let's say you're jualan in December, but your customer will pay to you in next year. Okay, so when you should record this hasil jualan? Okay, so that's why you back to this concept. So if you ask me, I'll ask you back when it happened. Bila ianya berlaku? Sekiranya ia berlaku sekarang, the transaction hasil dan belian berlaku sekarang, diperoleh dan berlaku sekarang, therefore you have to record. Okay, in English here we call as earn and incurred lah. Okay, so therefore we have to record. We don't record based on when you pay, okay, or when you receive money lah. So ia tidak record berdasarkan bayaran atau penerimaan tunai. Okay, so when you should record, okay, you have to look at when, which month or which should it meant for. If it is meant for now, therefore you have to record now lah. Okay, or if it is meant later, therefore you have to record now, but in different way lah. Which is, that's why I think you learn lah this I believe lah. Okay, you already studied your SPM thingy. That's why we have the hasil terdahulu, hasil terakru, all this because of this concept. Okay, what is that? I can recall we have that for, right? A prepayment, terakru, terdahulu. Okay, so all those pelarasan hasil dan belanja, actually we are following this concept. Okay, so whatever that you study now, it is based on this topic 1, you know. Okay, okay, so I think okay, so we are done ready for part 1. Okay, so we proceed with just like a short refresh lah for everyone, right? Otherwise, like boring, right? I'll be talking alone, you just listening to me. Unless you're watching movie, okay lah. Now belajar mah, sometimes cannot be too hardworking, right? Okay, we discuss this one together. So you can share your answer in our chat box. Okay. So if you see any typo whatsoever, I'm so sorry. I think so far I did check lah, no typo lah. Okay, in case I overlook, so you correct me, we both share lah, we both learn together lah. Okay, so we look at the first one. Now you just need to identify whether which prinsip or andaian lah. We just make it simple only. simple, what is that? Simple exercise. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Um, okay, so shall we start with the first one? Can you share your answer? Puan Laili merekodkan. Of course, you study already right now. It kind of like short, simple exercise lah for your SPM. Even though this one, I think they just test you. I think on paper one, right? This one, I think 1 or 2 question. Okay. Okay, so never mind. Just assume that it is not only for SPM, it's meant for your future as well. Okay. So the first one, Puan Laili merekodkan belanja tuition anaknya sebagai belanja perniagaan. Oh, pandainya entiti berasingan. Okay, yes. Entiti berasingan lah this one. Okay, entiti. Are you short form? Entiti berasingan. Okay, so actually can or not? Can Puan Laili menggunakan what is that? Duit company untuk belanja peribadi? Boleh ke tidak? Yang pertama, can Puan Laili use what is that? Company money to pay for the personal expenses? Can or cannot? Tak boleh, okay? Because it is actually against entiti berasingan konsep lah. Okay, so bila Puan Laili menggunakan duit perniagaan untuk belanja peribadi, dia actually against, okay, this concept. Salah lah. Okay, but no matter what, if the thing already happen, we still have to record, but we have a record in account ambilan, right? Just now already discussed. Okay, so we proceed to 2. Okay, perniagaan Leong membeli premis berharga 150,000 pada tahun lepas. Okay, kini premis itu berharga 250,000. Okay, perniagaan Leong mencatat nilai premis itu pada harga semasa. Boleh ke tak boleh this one? Can perniagaan Leong do that? Can we record at harga semasa? Can we do that, class? Cannot, right? Okay, so basically, perniagaan Leong, it is actually against what concept is this? Prinsip, cost. Like your case, I notice your SPM, I think this one just fall under MCQ. You don't need to justify. But it comes to letter lah. Okay, you have to explain. Now you just need to identify. Okay, I don't think they expect you to explain, but at least you must know lah. Cannot or why like this, why like that lah. Okay, so at least you won't forget the thing lah. Okay, prinsip cost. Okay, it is again lah. Prinsip cost menyatakan, okay, walaupun harga pasaran telah meningkat, kita perlu record pada harga cost atau pada harga belian. Okay, so look at the third one. Okay, Puan Nora menggunakan kaedah baki berkurangan dalam pengiraan susut nilai kenderaan. Okay, perniagaannya. Kaedah ini telah digunakan dari tahun pertama perniagaannya bermula. So, what concept is this? Ketekalan or consistency, right, just now. So, ketekalan or consistency. Okay, ketekalan or consistency. So, any method that or any approach that you use, okay, from the beginning of your business, you have to keep practicing until forever lah. But there are things may change, may amend, but it must be based on professional judgment. Okay, you cannot suka-suka hati tukar. Okay, because you have to follow this principle. Okay, so we look at number 4. Kumar dengan sengaja tidak merekodkan bil elektrik yang belum dibayar tetapi telah digunakan dalam tempoh perakaunan. They want typo tempoh perakaunan semasa kerana menginginkan untuk menginginkan lebih. So what actually the related concept for this case? Which concept? Kumar dengan sengaja tidak merekodkan bil elektrik. Okay, yes. But can he do that or not actually? Can he do that? Pengiktirafan hasil dan belanja. In exam, we cannot use short form. For me, never mind lah, I'm teaching. Okay, pengiktirafan. Okay, hasil dan belanja, recognition of revenue and expenses. So you see, if we don't have this concept, what happen? You can putar belik your transaction for your own sake. So that's why we must understand the concept. Okay, that's why sometimes we don't bother concept because we think that it's no use. Basically, whatever that we do, whatever that we record, we actually based on this, but we don't realize that actually. Okay, can you imagine if this concept is not been highlighted? Okay, so you can suka-suka hati. I tak nak record now lah, I record later lah because I want to have this. It depends on what your interest is. So that's why you have to follow this. Okay, so by having this principle, therefore your kedudukan kewangan lah, your report will generate true and fair view yang betul lah. Okay, yang accurate performance. Okay, then look at number 5. Okay, Sachi menggaji pengurus produksi baru sebanyak 8,500. You think which concept is this? Which one? Wang sebagai ukuran. Pandai lah. Study ready, right? Later you can teach lah next time. Wang sebagai ukuran. Okay, like for us, we call money measurement lah this one. Okay, money measurement. So, what, okay, once by ukuran, but should we record this or not? Should we record this? Should we record the Sachi menggaji 8,500? Should we record this? Should we record or no need to record? Now, we are talking about now. Meaning that based on this statement, should we record or no need to record? Okay, we don't record. Why? Because Sachi only menggaji. Menggaji meaning that you just hired. I just hired new person. Okay, meaning that I'm just telling that, okay lah, now we have a new staff. I'm going to pay 8,500, but I don't pay any salary yet. So for this case, it is related to one sebagai ukuran, but we still don't record because of it is not considered as accounting data because you hanya menggaji. You won't make any payment yet. Okay, okay, then we proceed to number 6. Okay, Mr. Chow menjalankan perniagaan komputer. Okay, dia telah mengambil 1 unit untuk kegunaan peribadi anaknya di universiti. Which concept is this? Entity berasingan. But can Mr. Chow do that or not? Can Mr. Chow do that? Cannot, even though your father. So if any of you, let's say your father running perniagaan komputer, your father said, come lah boy, never mind, you take my shop computer, take. Okay, you take. You say, no papa, cannot. You must tell, cannot. You must buy for me. Then okay. Okay, otherwise you will mix with personal transaction with the business transaction. So this one is entity berasingan. If you refer to foundation books, this one we call as accounting concept. This one fall under accounting concept. Okay. Okay. Then the last one. Okay, pada 5 Februari, Unicorn Enterprise membuat bayaran internet bill untuk bulan Disember yang lepas. Okay. Okay. Bil itu direkodkan sebagai belanja di dalam rekod kewangan semasa. So, which concept is this? Okay, pengiktirafan hasil dan belanja. Similar lah to just now. Okay. Pengiktirafan. Now I can feel how my students feel because of like your case, you learn accounting in bahasa, right? But when you proceed for the foundation, you learn the similar concept, but you change to English. So sometimes my students, so they're facing like, what is it? Because sometimes terms is not like direct translate. Okay, so now I'm facing the same thing. Sometimes memang we cannot like explain. If you explain fully in bahasa, I still don't know how to explain. But there are terms, like you see, like entity berasing, it's totally different. Okay, so now I can feel like how my student feel now. Okay, so we done, I think. Okay, so we done ready. Topik pertama. Okay, so just nice 9 o'clock, 9:07 lah. Okay, so we proceed to klasifikasi perakaunan and also persamaan perakaunan. I touch little bit on the persamaan perakaunan. Okay. Okay, so klasifikasi perakaunan, okay, dibahagikan kepada these 5 category. Okay, so we have hasil belanja, asset, liability and equity pemilik lah. Okay, this is the main 5 category. Okay. And also, okay, that 5 category akan direkodkan, akan direkodkan separately mengikut kategori berdasarkan report. Okay, dalam accounting we have 2 report, am I right? The one that we cover, okay, actually we have few reports. Okay, the one that you learn. Okay, we have 2 report. The first report we call as account perdagangan dan untung rugi lah. The second report will be the penyata kedudukan kewangan. Okay, so account perdagangan dan untung rugi. Okay, this report will tell us how much company is making profit lah. Sorry, untung ataupun rugi. So from this account you can see berapa jualan lah, cost per land and all expenses, sama ada operasi atau bukan operasi, everything will be recorded here. So from that you will see how much your company is making profit lah. Okay, so what transaction will be recorded in this, all are related to hasil and also belanja, regardless it is operasi or bukan operasi. As long as it is hasil or belanja, it will be recorded in akaun perdagangan dan untung rugi. Okay, so we proceed to penyata kedudukan kewangan. Okay, penyata kedudukan kewangan, it is actually towards the final report lah. Okay, after you done your account untung rugi where you have the untung ataupun rugi, then that final figure you will transfer to penyata kedudukan lah. Okay, so this penyata kedudukan actually will tell us how much company balance, okay, on asset, okay, berapa company asset, how much their balance has lah. Okay, berapa hutang dia, liability, and how much actually equity pemilik that left lah, that modal akhir lah. Okay, this one I will say modal akhir lah. Okay, so basically equity pemilik, later lah, we touch this one later in detail. Okay, then okay, apa itu hasil? Okay, hasil hasil ialah pendapatan perniagaan berbentuk wang lah. Okay, when you open business, when you start up business, it is meant to generate income. It's meant to generate hasil. Okay, so any transaction that happen, meaning anything that you sell. Okay, you trade your product, you jual barang you, ataupun maybe involved in service business. Let's say you buka kedai rambut, kedai potong rambut. So any as long as it is generate hasil, you will recognize as hasil lah. So hasil juga, okay, bukan saja diperolehi melalui hasil jualan ataupun perkhidmatan, ia juga diperolehi melalui simpanan bank. Maybe you put aside some of the saving from your bank account, company bank account, okay, you put aside. Okay, then you earning profit lah. You earning interest. Okay, faedah lah. You earning faedah. Okay, then maybe you have shop. Then you have space. Okay lah, I nak rent out lah that space to another stall. Let's say you open restaurant, okay lah, I nak rent out that space to stall burger. Then you are receiving sewa. This is actually is nothing to do with your main transaction, your main business, you know. But indirectly you are earning hasil. Okay, kemungkinan maybe you ada pelaburan syarikat lah, your syarikat instead of you put saving, you ada letak dalam invest in any other thing, which is you receiving dividend lah. Okay, so ia juga dikira sebagai hasil lah. As long as it is hasil, you have to record dalam account untung rugi just now. Okay, so you have two type of hasil. So we have hasil operasi perniagaan, which is related to your business transaction. Related to your trading lah. Urus niaga, if you jual barang niaga, hasil perkhidmatan and all. Hasil bukan operasi just now, like it's nothing to do with your nature of your business. Maybe another side income lah. Mungkin your company terima commission, like sewa just now. Okay, that we call hasil bukan operasi. As long as it is hasil, we still record under account untung rugi. Okay, then we proceed to belanja. Okay, so belanja, cost lah, spending lah. You ada income, of course you have to spend lah. Otherwise it won't, what is that? The cycle, you won't complete the cycle. It must be a complete cycle. You earn and you spend, earn and spend. Okay, so cost untuk memperolehi hasil barangan atau perkhidmatan lah. So similar, you have to type belanja operasi and bukan operasi. So operasi like related to your business lah. Okay, like sewa office, okay, your gaji pekerja, your electric bills, okay, that we call as belanja operasi. Bukan operasi like similar like just now. Okay, mungkin you ada ambil rugi atau jualan aset. Okay, mungkin you ada machine, that machine you want to sell. So when you sell the machine, actually you are suffered loss lah. Okay, you are suffered loss, you ada rugi atau jualan aset. So this one call under belanja bukan operasi. Similar to doubtful debt. The hutang ragu, belanja hutang ragu, all this we call as belanja bukan operasi. Okay. Okay, asset. So we settle account untung rugi component. So we move to kedudukan kewangan lah, which we have that three asset. Okay, what is asset? Okay, asset adalah harta yang dimiliki oleh sesebuah perniagaan. Okay, so we have two types. Okay, we have asset semasa and asset bukan semasa. So, but how do we How do we differentiate this asset? Macam mana kamu membezakan? What is the key to differentiate this? Okay, asset semasa. Okay, basically when we differentiate, actually we based on its liquidation. Kita look at into dia punya kecairan tunai dia. Dia cepat ataupun tidak ditukarkan dalam bentuk tunai. So aset semasa, we said dia boleh ditukarkan ke dalam bentuk tunai dalam jangka masa pendek, which is usually the period we are using a year. As long as it less than a year, okay, we call as a short term, jangka pendek. Okay, so you like tunai nothing to change what it is in tunai terms already. Okay, like inventory barang niaga, I don't think you're going to keep that inventory, your stock up to more than a year. Of course, you expect that your stock will keep replace replenish. You will keep sell and stock up. Okay, so hasil belum terima lah. Hasil belum terima mean that your customer that owe you lah. Okay, customer that maybe you sell on credit lah. Okay, you bagi hutang to your customers. So of course you expect that your customer will pay you as soon as possible lah. So all this we classify under asset semasa. Kenapa? Kerana all this account boleh ditukarkan dalam bentuk tunai dalam jangka masa yang pendek. Okay, so asset bukan semasa. Okay, we classify as harta yang membantu menjalankan perniagaan dan bukan betul untuk mendapatkan keuntungan, like your office or your kenderaan. Okay, your furniture, of course you have to buy. Okay, you have to pay for the tanah premis kenderaan, but I don't think you buy it meant to sell. Okay, it meant to be used for your business. So this one we classify under aset bukan semasa. Okay, aset bukan semasa. Okay, then we proceed to um, liability. Okay, it is easy for you to understand hutang lah. Okay, kenapa hutang wujud? Because of you buy something on credit lah. You buy something on hutang. So either you buy inventory, you buy asset, anything, or it could be loan. Okay, so liability also we have two types, which are liability semasa dan juga liability bukan semasa. Okay, how do we differentiate? How do we classify? What are the key on this classification? Okay, we look into the repayment period. If the repayment period is less than 1 year, kalau jangka what is that, tempoh pembayaran hutang adalah dalam jangka masa pendek. Pendek means less than 1 year. Therefore, we classify under liability semasa. So that's why we have account belum bayar, overdraft bank. It could be like short term loan. Okay, loan jangka pendek also will be under liability semasa. Okay, but if the repayment period is more than 1 year, okay, therefore it will be classified under it will classify under liability bukan semasa lah, long term. Okay, so your company has asset, property lah, or harta. Okay, at the same time your company might have liability. Okay, liability or hutang. Okay, so the third one. Now whatever that we discuss is related to your business, it's not related to owner. Okay, so equity pemilik for untuk perniagaan, okay, they call as hutang perniagaan kepada pemilik. Then also they call as tuntutan pemilik kepada. Okay, why they said so? If you remember the accounting equation, asset equals to liability plus equity pemilik lah. Okay, so now even though we are actually even though we actually practicing, okay, or obliged to entity berasingan, okay, but of course at the end all this company profit, okay, or whatever balance left over, it goes back to owner. Okay, so that's why here they said company might own anything. Company mempunyai harta, whatever harta lah. Okay, but this harta, it is said it won't stand alone. Is supplied by hutang, or it came from owner. So that's why at the same time, okay, anything left over, anything that owned by the company or asset, okay, at the end it goes back to owner. So that's why this is what they said, tuntutan pemilik kepada aset perniagaan. But tuntutan haruslah tuntutan ini what is that, applicable when after segala hutang telah dibayar, then the balance, okay, the balance will goes to owner lah. Okay, this is what actually in meant lah. Okay, but at the end you cannot simply take but we still have that process as well lah. Okay, so modal yang dilaburkan oleh pemilik kerana perniagaan dianggap sebagai hutang kepada perniagaan lah. Okay, so dalam equity pemilik kita ada modal. So what is modal? Modal, it is actually we call as contribution by owner lah. So whenever you start business, of course you have to contribute. You have to bagi duit sikit for your company, right? Okay lah, berapa you start up capital? Okay lah, 10,000. Ada 10,000 your modal lah. Okay lah, on top of that, I ada cash. At the same time, I have old van. Saya ada van lah untuk bagi kepada my company. Then can lah. That become modal as well. Modal doesn't mean must be in monetary term, doesn't mean must be in money. It can be in asset. Okay lah, I ada PC, ada computer, I want to give to my company, can. Okay, so dalam equity pemilik, other than we have modal, or we call as contribution by owner, okay, we have untung rugi or bersil, okay, which is we got from account untung rugi just now. And the third one, okay, we have ambilan. You see, when it comes to equity pemilik, okay, modal will increase the equity pemilik. If untung, increase equity pemilik also akan increase. Okay. However, when company is rugi, what happened to equity pemilik? Equity pemilik or it will decrease. Dia akan mengurangkan your total claim. Similar to ambilan. When you keep using company money for your personal thingings, actually you are dropping, you are decreasing the total equity pemilik. Okay, so that's why actually you cannot simply use, okay. So that's why that's why the owner, they want your company making profit, because at the end the profit goes to them. Okay, and you cannot simply keep using company money for your personal expense, for your personal activity. You cannot do that, because at the end it will affect you as well. It is not like affect your company, of course, but at the end it goes to you. Okay, at the end it goes to you. Okay, so this one, whatever that I covered, this one. Okay. Okay, then. Okay, so we move, or we start with, so we done on the account classification. Okay, so we start with persamaan perakaunan. What is time now? Okay, 9:23. We supposed to take a break, right? After I settle this one, we take a short break, 2 minutes or 3 minutes. Okay. Persamaan perakaunan, okay. Persamaan perakaunan, or we call as accounting equation, hubungan antara asset, okay, liability and equity pemilik. Okay, so you look at this, maybe I think you understand on this. Maybe you familiar with this equation. Okay, but you must understand this as well. Okay. Okay, jumlah aset sesuatu perniagaan mestilah sama dengan jumlah liability dan equity pemilik, kerana segala aset yang dimiliki oleh perniagaan dibiayai. As what I discussed just now. Your company might have cash, okay lah, dia ada, what is that? Okay lah, I tak nak cakap pejabat. Pejabat 100,000. Okay, for your business, you have pejabat. But where this pejabat came from? Okay, so it cannot be like your pejabat stand by itself. It cannot be magic. Okay lah, I buka pintu, tomorrow I have a new pejabat. It won't be. Okay, it must obey the equation. So pejabat datang daripada loan that you take from bank. This is what they said, dibiayai. Okay, dibiayai oleh liability lah, or depends lah. Okay, maybe from loan. Loan lah. Okay, then your company maybe just receive tunai 10,000. You check account, wow, my bank account has 10,000 additional. Okay, so again, it cannot buy. There must be reason why your company receiving this. Oh, owner baru transfer duit. So we have modal. So you see, anything that yang dipunyai oleh your business, okay, it is actually supplied by, dibiayai oleh. Kalau bukan liability, they must be from owner. This is what, so that's why whenever we record, okay, whenever you do double entry, whenever you do persamaan per account, that table, okay, we actually following this, okay, but with condition, first, total asset must equal total liability plus equity pemilik. Maksudnya, you total up, your company has 1 million. Therefore, total liability plus equity per milik also must be 1 million as well. So you cannot against this concept. Okay, because of otherwise, what is that? Your equation is wrong. Okay, in accounting, we actually following this. Okay, second principle. Okay, there must be two, I would say, accounts or items will change. Okay, maksudnya whenever any transaction take place, okay, like what I discussed just now, company membeli penjabat, okay, membeli premises membeli office, okay, pejabat, okay, so it cannot be like you beli pejabat then you dapat pejabat in asset lah, okay, then you need to identify where or how this pejabat exists. Oh, you are taking loan, so basically this is one item, this is two item or accounts lah. Okay, company got receive tunai 10,000. Okay, satu tunai. You cannot leave it like that. Okay, otherwise you don't obey the accounting equation. So there must be another things to supply this to. So this is what they said. Sorry, this one at least, meaning that it can be three. At least two items or two accounts will change whenever we have a transaction. Anything when company buy. So that's why sometimes when you do when you record, kenapa tak imbang maybe you miss out one of the item. So that's why when if you follow back the accounting equation, or when I buy this, there must be another thing effect. When I spend for this, there must be a reason why. That's why it must be balanced. That's why we talk about balance or equation when it comes to accounting. Otherwise, your account tak balance at the end. Okay, so okay. To enhance this part, okay, we will proceed this, but I think we take a break a while. Now it's 9:28. 3 minutes enough lah this time. After this, no more already. We just discuss question, meaning that I'm done with the teaching. We just discuss question. So now it's 9:29. We make it 9:34 lah. I need to drink lah. Okay, so 9:34 we come back and then we discuss this one. Wait I check. Okay. Okay. So we take a break. Okay, so 9:34 we will start again. So you won't hear my suara lah. So later some of you will ask why teacher no suara already. Okay. So okay, hi. We come back. Shall we start? Okay. Can hear or not? Can hear me? Okay. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, where were you now? Okay. Wait. Okay. Okay, so this question, okay, no instruction. Okay, so what are we going to do with this exercise? Latihan pertama, okay, we need to record in what is that? We need to record dalam persamaan perakaunan lah. Okay, so if you have pen and paper with you, your stationery with you, okay, can you please draw this table, this column? So at least lah something lah for tonight, right? At least you do something. So I give time for you to copy this table. we have about how many transaction? You can copy like this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. About, I think about 8 or 10. Okay, you copy this one first. I think this one quite similar to your paper 2 lah. Usually they give you lembaran kerja B, right? This one, where they give you the title. Okay, so we're going to discuss this. Okay. Okay, I'll give you 2 more minutes to copy. In exam, so they give you kind of this table, right? But you just need to fill up the thing, okay? But bear in mind, we have 2 principle, okay? When it comes to persamaan perakaunan or accounting equation, the first principle they said total of asset, maksudnya this total must equal to this. Oh, my equation missing. You must have this, okay? If we discuss on it, but I think I notice your question, but not all lembaran kerja given with accounting equation, meaning that following this order. Okay, so you may check past years. Okay, if we have no time to settle everything, then I will share this side, then you can proceed yourself. Okay, but this concept must be equal. The second concept, at least 2 items or accounts will change, or you have to record at least 2 accounts involved. Okay, so we proceed to one by one. Okay. Okay, the first one. Okay, we have Puan Rina memulakan perniagaan kedai buku cemerlang dan memasukkan 60,000 ke dalam account bank. Okay, actually from this, Puan Rina adalah pemilik. Okay. So these are the 2 lah. 1 and 2. Account involved. Okay, so from the column given, okay, title dah bagi everything, right? So what you are supposed to do, you just need to add on in bank and also add on in modal. Like this. So you, of course, you have to follow all those dates. Otherwise, I think SPM, I think they're very strict on the format. So you have to strictly follow. Okay. Okay, then we proceed to second one. Done or not? This one? Sorry. Okay, so we're going to plus into bank and you plus into modal. Why modal? Because of pemilik menyumbangkan. Okay, modal ke business. Okay, then we proceed to next. Okay, kedai buku cemerlang membeli perabot. Okay. So we have perabot 1. Even though column is given, but it is good for you to identify, because when you do ledger, actually you have to you have to identify the account title. You can how to say, you have to you must able to identify the account name. Your account, your ledger account, you have to label with name, right? So all this actually guiding you. Okay, what appropriate name should be labeled on your T accounts. Okay, so membeli perabot menggunakan apa? Menggunakan cek. So these are the 2. 1, 2. Okay. So we add on in bank we add on in perabot because kedai buku cemerlang membeli perabot. So this business mempunyai harta baru lah, perabot baru. So therefore increase in asset. Okay, then how kedai buku cemerlang membeli menggunakan cek. So that's why kita minus bank. Okay, that's why kita minus bank. Okay, what about modal? For which one? This one is it? Eugene, this one we don't involve modal because of modal kita akan record dalam modal sekiranya perabot ini disumbangkan oleh pemilik. Okay, but here they did say kedai buku cemerlang membeli. Maksudnya company membeli. Bila membeli, of course they were using their own money lah. Okay, modal akan digunakan, let's say the same, let's say here dia cakap kedai buku pemilik menyumbangkan perabot, therefore akan involve modal. Okay, so this one because company membeli menggunakan cek, so nothing to do with modal lah. Okay, Eugene. Okay, so we proceed to next. You try to look at on when I discuss I try to circle on the key. So at least from there you try to understand. Okay, belian barang niaga. Okay. Daripada pembekal bistari. Okay, now beli barang niaga lah. Okay. So from what I discovered, inventory lah. Okay, but here they make it silent. They don't say tunai or secara hutang. This one, it should be tunai or hutang. How do we decide this? Any idea? Anyone can share? Is it tunai? Okay. I just go through your questions, the past year exam. Okay, your exercise. If they make it silent, meaning that they don't tell anything. Okay, they don't tell anything. So if they keep silent like this, they don't tell tunai ataupun secara hutang. So this is actually secara hutang lah. So meaning that the pembekal bistari will be account belum bayar. Okay, so this one. Belian indirectly belian secara hutang, indirectly lah I would say. If they keep silence, meaning that it is credit lah, so you have to record dalam account belum bayar. Okay, so plus inventory and plus into account belum bayar. If they tunai, they will say directly tunai, or check, they will say directly check lah. If check meaning that bank but if they make it silent like this, meaning that it is what is that, hutang lah. Okay, similar to jualan as well. Okay, 3006 sorry, typo. 3006, yes. Okay, I correct back. Let me check my final answer. Oh, this one. Okay, sorry. The question is supposed to be 3006, 3005, because my final answer later 3005. So if you're referring to my slide, wait. I amend here straight. Okay. Okay. 3005. Okay. 3005, not 3006. I need to check my final answer. 2005. Okay. Okay, 2005. So we proceed to next transaction. Okay, so we have kedai buku cemerlang. Okay, membayar hutang pembekal bistari menggunakan cek yang bernilai. Okay. Okay. Cek. Therefore, bank. Okay. Membayar hutang. What is this account actually? What is this account referring to? Cek, okay lah bank. This one membayar hutang kepada pembekal bistari. What actually this A, BB lah. Account belum bayar. Okay. Okay. So minus from your bank and minus your account belum bayar lah. Okay, meaning that you're paying your hutang. Okay, so you see, okay, I forgot to highlight this one. Whenever we record, there must be two. Then if you look at back our accounting equation, whenever transaction will take place, it always balance this side and also this side. If you look at by our previous slide, our example just now, whenever we record, okay, we always maintain this equation. Okay, next. Okay, on 20th, okay, kedai buku cemerlang menerima pinjaman bank. Okay, pinjaman bank daripada bank usahawan. Okay, so we going to have this one actually pinjaman and bank. Okay, pinjaman and bank lah. Okay, okay. So your bank now, you see, bank company has new harta lah. So we plus into asset under bank. How this 15,000 came from? Why or from where company get this 15,000? Oh, company get from pinjaman. So anything that owned by the business, segala harta yang dimiliki oleh perniagaan, it will or is supplied by, it dibiayai oleh, if bukan liability, there must be equity. Like for this case, you can see this connection. Okay. If you're following this concept, your account, your T account, you won't make mistake for your ledger. You won't make mistake for when you record your T accounts. Okay. Then next one on 22nd. Okay, on 22nd, okay, pemilik membawa masuk. Okay, now we have pemilik. Once we have pemilik membawa masuk, now we have owner contribution. Therefore, modal. What owner membawa masuk? Owner membawa masuk perabot. Okay. Then now we have what is that? Modal lah. Okay. Perabot dan juga modal lah, increase. Okay. See, if you look at if we discuss on the accounting equation or we discuss on the persamaan perakaunan, okay, company or perniagaan memiliki perabot baru lah, or harta baru. So where this perabot came from? Okay, where this one came from? Oh, it is actually contributed ataupun disumbangkan oleh owner. You see, anything that owned by the business or segala harta yang dimiliki oleh perniagaan, it won't stand alone by itself. There must be something. There must be what is that source? Why the thing or from where this thing came from? Okay. Okay, then we proceed to 26 pemilik. Okay. Just now they give, now they take. We have pemilik again, but this time pemilik mengambil. I need to highlight both. What they take? Barang niaga. Okay, even though pemilik mengambil lah, then you need to check whether it is untuk kegunaan peribadi ataupun untuk kegunaan pejabat. Kalau untuk kegunaan peribadi, okay, this one automatic ambilan lah. Okay, apa owner mengambil? Okay, owner mengambil perabot, owner mengambil tunai, owner mengambil cek. Okay, owner mengambil, pemilik mengambil barang niaga. Therefore, it will be inventory. Yes. Okay. So, kita ada inventory and also kita ada ambilan lah. So, these two. Inventory minus. Since the column given, they don't give you ambilan column, but ambilan will reduce modal. So, you can minus out for modal. Okay, because since the table already given, so we have to follow the table. But it just instead of kita tambah, kita tolak lah. Because ambilan akan mengurangkan modal. Okay, ambilan akan mengurangkan modal. Okay, so let's move on to last one. On 28 is the last one. Okay, pemilik mengambil perabot bernilai 200. Ambil lagi. Ini mesti dia tak belajar accounting ni. Dia tak tengok the against the entity berasingan. Okay, you cannot simply take. Okay, mengambil lagi. Mengambil, therefore, ambilan lah. What they took out? They took out perabot. Okay, kegunaan siapa? Kegunaan keluarga. So, peribadilah this one. Okay, so we minus out perabot and also we minus out from modal lah. Okay, but if there is what is that? If there is a ambilan kolom diberikan, let's say here dia bagi kolom ambilan, therefore you have to record in ambilan lah. But now they don't. Okay, okay then. Okay. You. Sorry. Okay, then we proceed to. Oh, finish already. So your answer be something like this. For this case, you can see this total similar. Okay, this total is similar. Okay. Okay, 9:54. We just discussed very short one, the next question. Okay, is that okay? So far so good? Is it too easy, is it? Too kacang putih, is it? Okay, so we proceed the next one. It is about 10 o'clock already. We discuss on the next question. Okay, so this one, we assess on this. They come out like this. Okay, so they give you table. So they expect you to answer on the kesan terhadap asset, liability and equity pemilik. Okay, okay. So we try to identify nama account and juga amount lah. Okay, account dan juga amount. Okay, the first one. So I'm going to discuss the same thing. Kita akan cari apa dia punya account involve, membuat bayaran kepada pembekal. Bayaran kepada pembekal dengan cek. Cek means bank. Pembekal di atas belian bulan lepas. Indirectly, this is account belum bayar. So now you have to identify Bank belong to asset, liability or equity. Which category? Now you know the thing, but can you classify? Would you able to classify it belong to which? It belong to which category? Okay, bank belong to asset. Membuat bayaran, therefore bank minus 3,000. Okay, where should we place the ambilan when there is only, okay, this one you have to look at back what column is given. Okay, because your like your SPM case they provide to you the answer sheet. Am I right? That answer for you to fill up. Okay, so if they provide you ambilan, you have to record ambilan, but there is no ambilan, they just give you modal. They just give you modal. Therefore, meaning that under equity pemilik they just have modal. So your segala jenis like untung, hasil, hasil belanja. Okey, hasil belanja, modal dan juga ambilan boleh direkodkan dalam modal. You need to look at what actually is given. Okay, like the previous question just now, dia hanya bagi modal. So that's why they don't provide ambilan lah. So therefore you can minus from modal because understood. Okay, because understood modal and ambilan related to the pemilik. Okay. Only modal dan untung bersih. If only modal dan untung bersih, ambilan akan direkodkan, akan di minus. Okay, ambilan akan ditolak dalam modal. Belanja akan ditolak dalam untung bersih. Okay, understand? Understand? Okay. If only modal dan untung bersih diberikan, okay, ambilan haruslah ditolak dalam modal dan belanja harus ditolak dalam untung. Okay. Okay, then we proceed to this. Account belum bayar. Also minus Are you short form Understood, right? Okay. Terima commission secara tunai. Okay. Tunai akan ditambah 300. Commission how Asset, liability or equity pemilik? Tunai okay lah. Cash, I think everyone familiar with asset. Okay, equity pemilik. Okay, equity pemilik under what category is that? Untung or I use term as hasil Okay, I use term as hasil. Yes, I use term as hasil. This one because it depends on the column so now I just use the general term so I use hasil. 300. Okay. Then okay, beli perabot daripada Loreng Ho secara tunai. Okay, beli perabot and tunai. Okay. Everyone familiar with tunai, right? Okay, we minus tunai straight. 1,000. Perabot belong to which category? Now we test your account category. Perabot belong to which category? Okay, asset lah. Okay, asset. Okay, so perabot will be add up in asset. Okay, and the fourth one, okay, we have ambilan. This one clearly stated ambilan. Okay, inventory belong to asset, liability or equity? Inventory. Pandai. Still pandai, right? Because I think few months your exam kan, your SPM will be end of February. Okay, if you must able to get the account category or account classification so what was that just now? Sorry, inventory. Inventory 400. Oh, ambilan ambilan, meaning that we have to minus out the equity pemilik. So I need to shift the box. Okay, ambilan 400. Okay, so next one, number 5, pemilik membawa masuk perabot miliknya. Okay, now owner membawa masuk. So kita ada modal lah. Apa owner bawa masuk? Owner bawa masuk perabot. Okay, accept lah. Okay, so we have asset bertambah, yes. Perabot, okay, 2,000. And also modal, 2,000. Okay, then jualan tunai. Okay, so jualan tunai and cost inventory. Okay, for this case, jualan tunai 3,000, cost inventory is 2,005. So indirectly, you ada untung by 500. Okay, you ada untung by 500. Okay. Okay, Mr. Tam, we're finishing soon. Okay, so minus inventory. Okay. How much cost inventory? You have to minus that cost, 2005. Okay, then tunai, how much you receive? You receive 3,000. Okay, so how about the 500? The 500 is untung. So I will just write as untung here, but sorry, instead of untung or hasil, okay, 500. Okay, this is what I mentioned to you just now. Okay, this is what I mentioned to you just now. When it comes to accounting equation or persamaan perakaunan, okay, at least 2 items. Like for transaction number 6, you can see it has 3. It has 3 items or 3 accounts. Okay, but no matter what, you are still have to maintain the accounting equation. Okay, then number 7, okay, bayar gaji pekerja 1,009 dengan cek. Okay, so check automatic bank. Why? Bayar gaji. Okay, so bank. How much is that? 1,009. Okay, gaji will be belanja, right? You can write belanja or you can write gaji lah. It is up to you. How much is that? 1,009. Okay, about this persamaan perakaunan. Okay, about persamaan perakaunan, you don't need to worry because of they give you table and they give you title. Okay, so you just need to follow title lah, but at the same time you have to understand the concept as well. Okay, terima cek daripada pelanggan menjelaskan hutang. Okay, check. Pelanggan menjelaskan hutang, meaning that, what is this? What account is this? Conteng already here. What account is this? Okay lah, check. ABB is it? Pelanggan. Pelanggan. Is it ABB? Account belum bayar. Is it ABB? Sure not, Eugene? Terima cek daripada I minus out, so I add into bank dulu. ABT. Okay, bank. plus 1,008. Okay, then account belum terima. Your customer pay you now. But both in asset, if you look at back, even though both happen in asset, but one plus, another one minus. Okay, one plus, another one minus, meaning that you're still maintaining the accounting equation. You're still maintaining the persamaan perakaunan. Okay, belian barang niaga kepada pembekal 5,000 secara kredit. Okay, so belian barang niaga. Like for your case, this one we record in inventory secara kredit. Therefore, why account belum bayar? Wait, terima cek daripada pelanggan kerana menjelaskan hutang. Pelanggan meaning that your customer what? Meaning that last time this customer buy from you secara hutang. Meaning that last time you ada jualan secara hutang. Okay. Which okay. So like just now it is this one pelanggan hutang. I will write pelanggan hutang lah. Pelanggan yang hutang. Ugly already my return. Okay, so the last one belian barang niaga. Okay, inventory minus secara kredit. So ABB lah. Liability sorry, it should be plus. The other side. Okay, belian barang niaga daripada, therefore inventory plus. You beli barang niaga, therefore inventory will be added lah. Okay. How you buy? How kami bought? They said secara kredit. Therefore, your hutang akan bertambah. 5,000. Debit inventory, credit ABB. Yes. So, wait. Okay, so what is time now? It is 10:09 already. So I think we almost towards the end of this session. Okay, I'm going to share this slide. Okay, with clean version and with conteng version. Okay. So maybe I will liaise with the DPP lah. So maybe they will send out to your email, or maybe there is a folder for you to get those this. And then actually I have another 2 set passes so you may refer with that lah, with guidelines. Okay, so I shall end. So I wish all of you good luck and all the best for your coming exam. I hope that I added some lah, maybe not much actually for our prinsip perakaunan lah, but I hoping that at least I help some of you lah. So maybe in the future we can still, if you are joining UTA, so you will see me lah for your accounting subject. So all the best, take good care, don't need to study too hard, study smartly. Okay, so thanks everyone. Okay, Mr. Tam, you can take over.
Hi, thank you, Ms. Haslina. So now let me back to my slide. Hold on a second. Okay, so now we are come to the end of our sections, and this is not the last. Tomorrow we are still have the new sessions for the chemistry. So if you already registered for a chemistry subject, or your friends already registered for a chemistry subject, just inform them that we are still on air 8 p.m. onwards. So if you have any further inquiry, you can chat with us from our UTA Facebook channel, the UTA for You, or you can contact us through the WhatsApp. This is our WhatsApp contact, or the WeChat, and For further, you can go to our study website. We have a live chat standby for your service. So we see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye. Good night.